Please don't move back on the ride down the stairs. You can hurt me and yourself. Haha. Let's not do that. That's not a very fun ride. That's it.
Come here, fat girl. Bring it in real quick. Hey. Sanaya. Sanaya. Come here.
Oh, nice shoes.
Give me 5.
You just got those too, or?
Yeah. The other day.
Give me 5.
What are they?
Jordan.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Really? All your boobs and shit gone. No, ma'am. No. Too much. You're doing too much. I'm coming back down. Punch your eyeball. Chaz, where's your shoes at? I'll be back there. No, really? What? Why would you do that? Do what? I don't like kids. You pushed me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You pushed me.
Sanaya looking like, what? You don't like kids. But...
Yeah.
That wasn't the total last time.
I said it. I
Is
meant
it,
it. I said what I said. I meant what I meant.
2 items.
Nobody learned it. Come on. I don't want to. Fine. I can't find your suit. Go ahead, find them, Mom. Sure.
What the fuck?
Sanaya. Boss baby. Yeah. No.
I don't know where your stuff is. You're not over there? I just bring you the pink one. Everybody else? I don't particularly care. Just bring me the pink one. It's okay. Pink what? The crown. I'm not really gonna worry about it. You got bands?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
So she's jumping.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25.
Yeah, but how Belen, did you call corporate or anything?
Offense set to begin their next possession.
What's she gonna say? It is no call, no show.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun give to Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Bengals 7, Buccaneers nothing.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
She'll need no COVID test if it's just her foot. There's different levels of sickness. She should know that shit.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
She know this shit, but she...
A bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring
Go
up
where?
a 2nd and 9.
So what, McDonald's?
41-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st
No,
down.
all you gotta go to the doctor. She didn't say she was being sick. She told him her foot was hurting. She go to the doctor for what she was supposed to go for. And she give them that shit. And if they do it, then, you know what I'm saying? Then they create the hostile environment of what it is right now.
It's 1st and 10.
And that's grounds for them. They can get a motherfucking case against them. Then they fuck around and sue McDonald's.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the Bengals.
Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Again, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14. Bengals 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That's complete to John Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go play action with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
No, he fucking wow.
Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Motherfucker bumped the shit out of me.
Stages of the first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Bengals first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Still on his feet, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
45-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Bengal 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20.
Come on now, come on.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it,
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Bengals 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 65 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Burrow on play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
Good game, bro.
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to.
Tell me why I did that?